What's up guys, it's Jet on here. Welcome to I Drew Every Day for 365 days. It was painful. Yeah, I bet it was. So PewDiePie's here decided to extend his 100-day challenge of drawing to a whole freaking year. For one, I commend you. I absolutely commend you for that, because I can't even do it for a freaking week to save my life. So hey, awesome work already. I haven't even watched the video yet. Good job, man. So yeah, let's see his progress here.
I drew every day for a year. What's the progress? Was it worth it? So this all started as a random idea. I wanted to make a progression video and I picked art because I thought it was easy to track. Like, I'll draw for 30 days, I can show the first day and then I can compare it to the last day. That'll be interesting to see. Did I make progress? People were so encouraging on the video and I really enjoyed picking up drawing. So I kept going and I did a 100-day one and people enjoyed it even more. There was no way I was gonna stop. I had to do at least a year. And here we are. Being here, I have so many emotions. I am happy. All right, let's dig into it. Let's watch. Sorry, my nails. This is where it all started. 365 days ago. Day one. Is that a self-portrait? What's up, dear? Yes. Yes. Man, this is nice to watch. Like, okay, some are not terrible. This gives me confidence. Here's when I started to look up tutorials and stuff online. So you think it'd be better, but they all kind of look like they have some sort of allergy. Like they ate a lobster and they have a seafood allergy. The chin is very big. I probably would have made it something more like, I wonder if I can fix this. I feel bad for future past self. Damn, I drew so hard I can't erase. Damn, such a simple change and it's already so much better. I realize,
yeah, actually, yeah.
Maybe other people have said this too, but drawing is more about training your brain to see rather than actually technical with your hand. I think that's a misconception I had. But after 30 days, this was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it, and I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there.
Yeah, no, really, it's some pretty good first sketches.
84.
I remember that one. That was cool.
Here's where I peaked in terms of
that one was really good.
Wanted to just improve as much as possible in the shortest time. I think just adding colors on papers is so satisfying to look at that it kind of forgives a lot of the anatomy errors, the poor line work, the sketches still being there. Like, it's just nice to look at regardless. But yeah, this is the last thing I drew for my 100-day video, and yeah, it's
that was my second favorite one too. Yeah, I think I put that one in the video and the thumbnail for the last video.
Let's check the progress from there on. That's wrong. First of all, don't do what I did. I just kept drawing the same things. Anime girl, too much anime.
I mean, look, for the longest, like when I was trying to practice, drawing stuff, it was mainly anime, specifically anime girls. I don't know why I couldn't. I did the same thing he did. I'm just not seeing the bad on there. But like, no, I did the exact same thing, man.
just bad. I was trying to be technical and like give myself notes so I can improve. I wanted to be more consistent. I think that's why I kept doing this. But if I had to redo it, absolutely not. This is where I should have moved on to something else. I should have just drawn anything else. And eventually I did. I really wanted to draw more color, but it takes so much time to do that. And I really felt like I needed mileage more than anything. So just adding a little bit of color, sure. We'll ink it, but that's the most effort I'm gonna get into. Yeah, just sketching random stuff I find online. Finally, I move on and I draw boys. This is the boys arc. I drew so much guys from anime because I thought I drew so many mangas.
Gojo,
you probably
right
recognize these. I think this is Jujutsu Kaisen.
JJK, yeah.
This is a good time for me to address a couple things from my last video, and one of them is just a huge thanks to other YouTubers that reacted to my video. I think that was so cool to see and actually get encouraged by professionals. I really, really appreciated that. Another thing was that people said I had an art background. That was like a rumor that went around. And I guess I take that as a compliment, but no, I do not. I have not studied art. That was the whole point of this video. I was not being disingenuous. I have not drawn since I was a kid, but I loved doing Photoshop. Before YouTube, I loved Photoshopping images. And creating artworks that way. So maybe in a sense that helped. But I think the biggest sort of thing that helped is that I'm actually older. Like I'm 35 now, and I think if I did this thing when I was younger, I would not have seen the same improvement. But I also think, you know, the improvement I had, anyone can achieve. Like I wanted my video to be inspiring for other people to do the same thing. Like that's my goal. Like people say anyone can draw, and I truly, truly believe that. Oh, and by the way, I wrote a blog post. Yes, I write blog posts now. It's just more details about my favorite type of notebooks, my favorite kind of pens. If I were to do this challenge again, what would I do differently? How to remain consistent? All these sort of stuff. If you wanted to do this challenge yourself, I recommend checking that out. I just didn't want to get too much detail in this video. But an insecurity of mine was brewing, which was I couldn't, like if I wanted to draw anime style, sorry, it's hard to see here. You start with a circle, you draw a middle line, you draw where the eyes are going to be, you kind of figure out how the chin is going to be.
Yeah, I actually still have a problem with this, like with literally just that, it's that in of itself. Like if I'm drawing like mainly anime, of course, like I still have a problem, like I mainly just kind of just draw the picture without like doing the I guess the fundamentals first, like the like doing like what he's doing right now. He's drawing the circle. I still struggle with that. I don't know. I kind of don't know how people. I mean, I might just need to do it more, but I don't really know how people do that like that. Cause thing is like. It just looks so, it's just scribbled, I guess, for lack of better terminology. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. I really don't. Other than, you know, practicing more, but you know, obviously, duh. But what like you just like is it supposed to look like that? I mean, sure, it's a sketch, but at the same time, it just feels like it just.
No.
It just doesn't feel right when I do it. I don't know. I don't know.
The mouth, the ear, and then you're swirling some hair really quick. This method is so helpful because when you draw, it's all about balance. Like if I drew directly, same thing, and anything is like out of proportion, the whole thing just kind of looks weird. So to draw directly was so difficult. So I bought this pen.
It is. Yeah.
This pen is amazing. It's a brush pen, and if you squeeze it, ink comes out. And you can draw really slim lines or really thick lines really quickly. And I told myself I was going to force myself to use this pen, even though it looks like shit. I was going to really I'm going to use this pen. I need to learn how to draw without the whole circle thing again. At least that's what I wanted to do. And it took some time. It felt like taking 100 steps back, but that's how you have to improve. You know, you have to get out of your comfort zone. But I think eventually I started to sort of get the hang of it, and you can get kind of really quickly satisfying result with the high contrast. I really, really enjoyed so I did some manga panels, and it feels like I'm looking at a manga. It's really cool.
Yeah, okay.
More comfortable. Okay. It's still so hard with proportions, man. Like anything is slightly off, it's gonna suck. So yeah, this felt like a lot better though. Side quest, but I'm glad I took it.
Yeah, because
yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
But what I should have been doing is draw other things as well. I did find it amazing, like how I could all of a sudden, even though I never practiced drawing a cloud, I could draw a cloud better than I ever could.
Way better than me, I can tell you that.
Okay, I'm done. But I think something finally sparked in me where before I was like, okay, I just want to draw for the sake of drawing. I don't have any interest in anything. I started drawing manga panels. I started drawing perspective, and I wanted to understand these things. Drawing landscapes. This is Nihei. I love his work so much. So finally, after, I don't know, 300 days of drawing, I picked up an art book. I should have done this ages ago. So I picked up a couple art books, some more technical than others, but I really enjoyed this one, Taco, because I enjoyed the style of it. Obviously, everyone has different preferences. I think if you were to be a professional artist, you probably want to pick like a human anatomy book and really study it. But for me, it's just supposed to be fun. And I think if I'm having fun, I will remain consistent. So at least that's what I was trying to focus on. I picked up books about perspective because I want to learn and I want to understand this. And I think finally that clicked in me. It went from me just wanting to sketch whatever to, no, I actually want to understand these things so I can draw them better. And I wish I did that sooner. Again, this felt like taking so many steps back because I had no clue how to draw a body. Zero. I had not practiced it at all. I had
and I still don't
much, and I either. It feels embarrassing to admit this, but like everyone was so amazed by my 101 that I felt like, okay, well, my year one has to be really good, right? Like, but progress isn't a straight line. Like, I think I was being too hard on myself, where I was getting close to a year, and I'm like, I don't have anything to show for it. I drew a full body one. And I'm like comparing it to my 80-day one, and I'm like, the 80-day one, it's still better.
But like,
even though it's just like full body, it's still better. So yeah, if you want to improve,
I mean, I kind of get where he's coming from, but just in my opinion, it looks just as good. In my opinion, honestly,
you have to kind of go through the pain of sucking again, I guess.
Like, I understand why he thinks that, because like he thinks like the sketched one where it's, you know, just the face and like, you know, like the one with the green hair. I understand why he thinks that looks better. Because it looks a little, because, you know, it might look a little more detailed, but, you know, it's still cool that, you know, he actually was able to draw, you know, a full body character. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that as good progress, honestly.
Because it really felt like, oh, cool. Like I drew for this much, and I don't have anything to show for it. I think I wanted to learn to draw and actually understand anatomy. Before, it didn't matter to me. It was just a hobby. But now I'm like, I want to actually know, like, how do you draw legs? How do you draw different expressions? How do you draw? What is this? You've all been waiting for the return of, what is it? Use of slash is back. G Fuel energy.
This is a good way to go to a sponsor.
I was genuinely panicking. Like, it's been so frustrated this entire month. Not only because I wanted to show for the video, but I felt genuinely in me like I can do more. I know I can do more. I know I can do better, and I really wanted that to show. So I really did push myself a lot towards the end here. And that's when I bought an iPad. Coming in clutch last minute. Super satisfying to draw with a pen on an iPad. But obviously it was way different. So again, it was like a last minute learning curve of me not understanding the program and yada, yada, yada. So let's go through the last thing I drew, which was on the iPad. So I started off just sketching, and I was still too scared to draw bodies. I drew this, which I thought was going to be amazing, and I ended up really hating it. I think the colors are fun, but I didn't know how to draw hair. I at least tried to draw like a full body, but I was so scared of getting it wrong that I think I just made it look weird. So I practiced drawing hair, but it's just like nothing interesting about it.
But this looks really good though.
This is just to try it out. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna really wow you guys. I started the line work. I tried my best to draw the actual hands. This is gonna be so good. And this is the end result. And I genuinely hate looking at it. I've looked at it so much, it just pisses me off. Even now, I don't want to. In my head, it was gonna be so much more, you know. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, cool, that was it, huh?
So freaking relatable.
I desperately try to draw something else because I don't know, like I felt like I could do more, but I kept drawing and I couldn't. Like it just came out looking weird and unsatisfying. This was supposed to be like the most simplest thing ever, like black high contrast with some color. Still, I didn't like it. And I was getting so close to the deadline. I think I have like 20 days left until this video. I drew a full body with perspective, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was okay with this one, but I still felt like I could do more.
I like that.
So
I like that.
For a couple days.
I like that one.
And I told myself I'm gonna give one last effort. I have to really like it to.
Yeah, like I like how he's like, you know, drawing like the full body now. Like it's, I like that.
Sketch it. And this is the last thing I drew. I finished it yesterday, and I think I'm finally happy with it.
I am too.
I finally drew clothes that isn't just black.
Oh, so some shadings too. I like that.
And I actually put some more time into the hair and like making the lines look nice and small little.
I still can't draw hair for the freaking life of me. I don't know how to people do that. I really don't know. I really want to learn how that works. How do people draw hair?
Having the high.
How do people draw hands? Like I'm just not realizing how good the hands. Hold up.
Maybe it's wrong, but
I'm just not realizing how do people draw hands? I still don't know how to do. I don't. How do people draw hands?
And I think it makes it more interesting, you know, with some shadows and different pose, you know, all of it. I think I'm finally happy with it. I think for a year progress, yeah. Am I allowed to be happy? It took a lot of pain to get there, you know. Like let's compare. Day 1.
I thought he was gonna say no for a second.
Day 365.
Because he didn't say anything for a little bit.
I don't know, maybe you guys disagree, but I feel like I finally beat my 80-day whatever. This is still better. I don't know. I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support with making these videos. It was such a massive encouragement for me to actually continue doing this. I'm the kind of person that love to try different things. I try new things all the time and I really enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, I find something that I really, really, really love and I will continue doing no matter what. And I think art might just be one of those things for me. I used to love drawing as a kid and I don't know why I stopped, but I'm so happy to be back doing it. It feels like I never stopped. I wanted this whole thing also to be inspiring. I want other people to have this experience as well. People say that anyone can draw, and I truly believe that. And it goes for anything really. Like, it's about practice, constant practice, no matter what. It's not rocket science. You put in the work and you get a result for it, hopefully. Like I said, I love to do so many different things. Usually if I try something, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Well, watch me do it 100 times better. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just beginner.
Yeah, like screw you, you know.
Drawing, it was genuinely just everyone being encouraging, and I think that was just amazing, and I really appreciate that. So yes, thank you everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that will be. I don't know, but it will be.
Hey, bro fist. Yeah. So. It's just really cool, you know, seeing stuff like this. Really, I really wasn't thinking he was going to, like, you know, continue doing it after his you know, drawing for 100 days video. He did. Went and do it for a whole freaking year. Kind of crazy how it's already been a year since that first video he made about, you know, him teaching him stuff to draw. And see, like, stuff like this kind of like really makes me want to get back into drawing and even animation too. And I've said that a couple of times on the channel that I really do want to get back into animation and really just drawing in general. But every time I do that, I quit after like, I don't know, a week or so. And that's mainly because like of just, you know, me, you know, doing other videos and stuff like that. But I really do want to get back into it, and videos like these is one of those things that really make me want to get back into it. Like, just really want me to be hyper focused about it, and just have fun with it, you know. Because like, but the thing is though, is like a lot of the things that I saw in here is stuff that I still struggle with, like. And I think I said this in the last video, but I had I think one time I was at this show, and I had met, I think, one of the animators. This was crazy, but I met one of the animators from that animated Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know if he was like one of the key animators or something, but he was one of them, and he actually gave me some pretty good tips. I am still to this day mad that I forgot every single one of those tips. That was back in this was back in 2018, back when I actually used to draw a lot. You know, like, thing is, like, I've been drawing longer than way longer than I've even had a channel, longer than I've had a channel, you know, like pretty much inconsistently for 10-ish years. And you know, if I were to have shown you like the most recent thing that I've drawn, that will kind of show. You know, like, I'm still mad that I forgot. Like, I really wish I can kind of, like, you know, like, reverse time and kind of go back to that specific situation and say, like, what, like, how do I get better at this? You know. So yeah, I'm just kind of left in the dark until I find some good tutorials whenever I, you know, have time to actually, you know, sit and draw. And thing is, I remember at one point I actually wanted to do a video like this, like I draw for like 30 days, or I draw for a month, I draw for 5 months, I draw for a year, probably, or at least or maybe just 3 months, I guess. But I know dang well I'm not going to be able to actually do something like that. But you know, regardless of all that, I still want to get back into doing things like this, because this was like a lot of stuff he said in here is true. It's just very satisfying. Also him getting a tablet, you know, like as like a last minute, you know, thing to do. I mean, I don't really blame him. I mean, honestly, like, I'm more of a digital artist than I am a traditional artist. I used to do traditional art, but I don't know, like, digital art is just more convenient, really. It's just way more convenient. But I don't mind, like, you know, doing a lot of like on paper art, because sometimes that's a little more satisfying. And I don't know, it just kind of makes me look like I'm just traditional or something. I don't know, man. It just looks better sometimes. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. Just wanted to check this out, see how much progress he's made since his 100-day video. Really cool stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.